Okay, well, welcome. Thank you for coming down to the interview. Very impressed with your application. I just wanted to find out a little bit more about you. Can you tell me your name, please?
Yeah, hi, I'm Elizabeth.
Okay, and tell me a little bit more about yourself.
So I'm currently attending the University of Cincinnati online, and I'm a communications major. I've been in this only about a year now, and I'm a first year student, and I'm just really looking to fine tune my communication skills for my job and in my personal life. I also live with my boyfriend at home, and I work at PNC Bank right now as a teller.
Okay, wow, that's really impressive. So, that sounds like you have a lot of strengths. What would you say that your strengths are?
I would say I'm pretty collaborative with others, so just really getting to work with everybody and learning the ins and outs of everything. I'm also quick on picking that up, so I'm a fast learner and I'm highly motivated for sure. I've had to go through a lot of obstacles in my life, so it's something I'd say I'm pretty good at.
Okay, well, those are all good things. It sounds like you have kind of a wide variety of experience too. So, what would you say your ideal company to work for would look like?
So my ideal company would definitely be a company that puts its people over profits. So I want to work for a company that cares about its workers, its clients, and genuinely tries to better the world.
Okay. So do you have any experience along those lines with any of your past positions?
Yeah, so my last job, like I said, was this teller position at PNC Bank, and I would just have like cash handling experience. I worked with clients and answered any questions on their banking wants and needs, did daily cash transactions and things like that.
Okay, great. And so what I guess what didn't you like about that, or what makes you want to leave that job for a different job now?
I'm just looking for a change of pace. I think it's time. I truly appreciated that job, but I think it's served its purpose. And now that I'm trying to get my degree, I kind of want to utilize that more and really just a change of pace.
Okay, so this job would require you working with other people a lot, which is really important, really for any position in this company. I was wondering if you could answer a few questions about those sorts of things. For example, can you tell me a time when you had to give someone difficult feedback?
So a time I can think of would be when I was working on a small project with one of my coworkers, and it just wasn't going too hot on her end. She was kind of lacking on some of the things that we needed to accomplish, and I kind of had to go up to her and be like, hey, I noticed, XYZ, this isn't working for this project, and I really need you to pick up the pace. It went pretty well. I think because I just was honest with her and kind of privately spoke with her.
So is that generally how you handle situations where, say, someone is exceptionally annoying? How would you maybe handle something that's maybe a little more dramatic than that, even?
Yeah, so I think most of the time when you do have somebody who you're annoyed with or irritated with, especially at work, it can be difficult for sure, but I think a lot of people don't even realize they're doing these annoying things. So I just try to take a deep breath, calm down. I'll take myself out of the situation if I can, and then if I feel like it's something that needs to be addressed, I'll go to them privately and talk about it. And if it doesn't work out then eventually, if it becomes a problem, I would take it to like management.
Okay, great. And so it sounds like you have made a lot of moves in your life and made a lot of decisions along the way. Um, have you ever made any major decisions in the last few years, and what helped you to come to those decisions?
Yeah, so I would say the most major decision would definitely be picking to go to school or not. I don't really come from like too much money, so I really had to take in that financial aspect of going to school and making the decision for myself and seeing if education was the right path for me. And it took a lot of contemplating and a lot of sleepless nights for sure, but I'm glad I did it. And I think with the encouragement of like my friends and family and really believing in myself, I decided to take this path. So
Okay, and do you have an idea of what sort of salary you're seeking?
Yes, so I would like to match what I'm making now, and if I can't do that, I would like to be like at around that $50,000 a year salary starting, and obviously as I go, I would love to see that increase if you guys can.
Okay, and what other sorts of personal goals do you have for yourself in the near future?
So for myself, I really just want to be at a place in my professional career where I feel like I'm growing and I'm learning constantly. And eventually I want to get to that level of comfortability in a job and really be able to do it well and learn the ins and outs. And then in my schooling, I would love to make the dean's list this year, although I don't know if I'll be able to, but I really would like to try to do that as well.
So we do have a big staff here, a lot of different people in the company, a lot of teams, and there is somewhat of a high turnover and seasonal types of employees who come and go. And for that reason, it kind of takes somebody who can kind of assimilate quickly. So how would you go about establishing your credibility quickly with different members of the team?
So for sure, I would probably just talk to everybody, get to know them a little bit better. I feel like the better you can get to know somebody, the more that trust kind of gains. I would also just show them what I can do every day by putting my best face forward, working hard, trying to really show them what I'm capable of so they can see I'm a hard worker and put that credibility and trust in me.
We do like to try to pair people with others who we think they would gel well with, and so that's part of the reason for me asking these sorts of questions. Same thing with managers. We like to make sure that people are fit with the right manager who's going to be best for them and that sort of thing. So from your past jobs, who would you say your favorite manager is and why?
Yeah, I would say my favorite manager was my previous assistant manager, Charles. He was great. He became a mentor to me. He was my favorite manager because he was very open, very honest with everybody. He told everybody what the expectations were of them, and if we didn't meet them, how to improve. He was always trying to mentor everybody and really just cared. So that was why he was my favorite manager.
Yeah, it's always good to have a caring manager. Okay, well, sounds great. We have your resume. These are all great answers to the questions. Do you have any questions for us about the position or the company?
Yeah, I actually just have one or two. So I guess I wanted to ask, what do you like most about this job?
I do like the aspect of helping, helping and working with animals and that sort of thing. And I do enjoy just the nature of nonprofit work in general. And we do have a great community of people who work here as well. So we have great teams and great managers. And the people who do stay here for a long time do really like it. And the seasonal workers we have do tend to come back. So there's something to be said for that. It's always a good sign when people stay and when they return.
Yeah, for sure. And then just the last question here would be like, what would you say like the typical day is?
So a typical day, it would involve mainly working with volunteers is a big part. It's also fielding the mail and emails that we get from a lot of the companies that we correspond with and things like that. It involves a lot of just general maintenance of maintaining the day-to-day functions of the facilities and the organizations in general, and a lot of paperwork. So I hope you like paperwork.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I've done before, so
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, well, every job has a lot. It's similar to, I think, a lot of the things you've done before. So I do think that it seems like you would be a good fit here based on what I see on your resume and what I've heard here. So, yeah, if you'd like, I can follow up with you in a week or so, and I can let you know once I review this with my supervisor, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have a good day.